Why does the camera add 10 pounds? You've probably heard the phrase, the camera adds 10 pounds. And more than a few of us have experienced that sinking feeling when we see an unflattering photo. But is there any truth to this commonly held belief? First, let's discuss the technical aspects of photography. Cameras can distort reality due to their fixed focal length. Your typical smartphone camera uses a wide-angle lens, which is great for capturing landscapes and group shots, but also tends to stretch things out. This effect is exaggerated the closer you are to the lens. Picture it. That selfie you're taking is slightly stretching your face, applying the good old 10-pound rule. It's like holding a magnifying glass close to one part of a drawing. The closest part to the lens will always appear larger. Then, there's the lighting. Harsh lighting can cast unflattering shadows and highlight areas you'd rather not. Good photographers know this and use soft, diffused lighting to minimize shadows and make the subject look more natural. But what about television and movie cameras? Those high-end cameras tend to have a zoom function, and when a subject is zoomed in on, the telephoto effect can compress the image, squeezing it slightly. Ever seen a live news anchor in person? They can seem different than on your screen. This is part of the reason why. And let's not forget about the two-dimensional factor. A photo can't display the depth and contours of your body, which means that some of the natural shadowing and highlights that show muscle tone and definition are lost. This undoes the three-dimensional aspect your mirror at home reflects, which can explain the added weight. Living in Portland, Oregon, I might as well be living in foodie paradise, and there are constant temptations to indulge. When I catch an undesirable angle of myself in a photo, I have to remind myself that it's not a perfect reflection of reality, and neither are the foods portrayed in all these meticulously captured Instagram shots I scroll through daily. It's also worth mentioning that our society is saturated with images of beauty and fitness. We're bombarded by edited, filtered photos that set unrealistic standards. It's quite the mind game. So, don't be too hard on yourself the next time you think a photo has added a few extra. Remember the camera's quirks, and that the best version of you can't be captured by a lens. It's the one that's living, breathing, and enjoying life beyond the pixels. Still, if you're swimming in self-doubt, try changing up the angles, perfect your lighting game, and maybe take a few steps back from the camera. Or better yet, put the camera down and enjoy the lush woods and waterfalls around Portland. Trust me, soaking up nature is a much better use of time than worrying about how you'll look in your next profile pic.